across Africa and around the world. Good afternoon. It is 2:19 p.m. Central Standard Time in Houston, Texas, United States of America. I don't know what time it is where you are, so that is why I said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and then wishing you a great new week that just started, and I hope you guys are all ready for it. This afternoon broadcast is about a message I received from a friend, pertaining a set of uh, law or whatever, an act that was passed into law in Nigeria by the brigands holding the people of Nigeria hostage. So what they have done is to try to scare the people and then shut the people up so they will not be talking about the evil that they are committing in the name of being representatives of government in Nigeria. So as usual, if you are joining us for the very first time, please do us a favor by subscribing to our channel and then hitting the notification bell in order that when we come online, you'll be one of those to be first notified. And again, I use this opportunity to thank all those who have been very supportive of our work towards the emancipation of the whole people of the world, or inspiring the emancipation of the people of the world through our work on peace through justice. Thank you very much. So I am going to talk about the new laws. Cyber. They call it so Cybercrimes Act now enforced. All right, great. Now I'm gonna work on this. So if you are a Nigerian or a person of the world, joining us, and you want to, have a say on this, you are welcome to say something about this. All right. It said the federal government of Nigeria has officially enacted the Cybercrimes Bill into law, meaning all provisions contained in the Cybercrimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Act are now fully enforceable and binding across the country. Well, some of what I've read through it and some of the things, what is standard that we know globally, yes. So, but a great deal of what they put out there were there to protect themselves, the criminals, holding Nigeria hostage. And we are not under any obligation to obey any of those laws because they do not jive with any moral principle that is enforceable on earth. All right, so everyone, especially online users, content creators, and administrators of digital platforms or social media group must take note of the following key provisions. All right, provision number 1. Unauthorized access to devices. Section 3. Gaining access to someone else's phone, computer, or digital device without their permission is a criminal offense. That is standard. All right, there's nothing new about that. They copied that from responsible countries. And that is, I said, is punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. Well, that one makes sense. Then number 2, tampering with data, section 4, modifying, deleting, obstructing, or interfering with another person's digital data without lawful authority is illegal. Well, I don't know any person who will allow that in the first place. But people push their luck further than they can handle sometimes. And that one, they say, is punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment. Okay. And then number 3, disclosure of critical information, section 5. Sharing classified, sensitive, or critical information infrastructure with unauthorized persons is a serious offense. That one has a huge question mark on that. I don't know what is classified in Nigeria. criminals classifying their evil, so the people will not hear it. They don't have any critical. Nigeria does not have any such um, secret. I don't believe a country that has refused the best to be its leaders, but this is a criminal act put together by some criminals at the National Assembly to hoodwink the people. All right, say that one is punishable by up to 15 years imprisonment. Okay, number 4, recording private conversation. Ha ha ha. Section 10. Recording private conversation, private discussions without proper authorization, even if you are a participant, is a violation of privacy laws. Yes, so this one is controversial. Hello, how are you? Oh, okay. Can you make me MOD? Who are you? I don't know you, so we have to know you in order to be able to do that for you. But we appreciate your offer for help. I would love to, if you want me to know you and want to be sure who you are, we will appreciate it. And that is, send me an email to ONN Network 1. That is ONN Network 1 at gmail.com. I repeat again, ONN Network 1 at gmail.com. Introduce yourself and I'll be able to know you, and then perhaps leave your number so I can call you to talk to you. Then we can proceed. Someone is calling me, but not. All right. So, hey, send me a message. Addis, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Uh, Thank you very much, Addis Tahirovic. Yes, they are criminals. So the criminals want to shut up those who expose their crimes. That's what they're trying to do. Okay, said recording private conversations, section 10. Well, there is some sense in that, but for me, I don't have anything to hide. Anybody can record me if I'm in a conversation with you, and be sure that if you're a criminal doing something wrong and I have to record you, I will record you in order to have an incontrovertible evidence against you. But I will not record anything that is proprietarily private, like anything that is so private to you, that is your business. But if you are planning any terrorist act against the United States, against Nigeria, or against anybody, you want to kill someone, I am morally bound to record it, and I'm going to record it. So you cannot say that you were not informed, So we'll put that out for you in the court of law when and if the need arises. All right, that is that was number 4. And they said that is punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment. Okay, number 5 is publishing false or misleading information, spreading fake news, publishing content that is deliberately misleading and deceptive is a criminal act. That is what they say. But a lot of them are scammers. Even in the National Assembly, their president of Nigeria is a criminal. He sold drugs here, so I would violate that law if this one is applicable to that. He cannot deny that he was not investigated and found guilty here, and then he was fined. He paid 400 and something thousand US dollars before he left the United States. So he's a criminal, and he doesn't have a certificate. His elementary school, we didn't know. His high school attended, we didn't know. His the university he came here to attend, in the University of Chicago State University, a huge question mark about his attendance of that university. And maybe perhaps I'm going to have to personally go to that university to do some real detailed investigation about how he came into that university. And we were made to understand that he came in somebody else's name. That was not his name. But we're going to find out all that, as we progress with exposing this criminal holding Nigeria hostage. All right, then number 6, online harassment and abuse. Posting content that is rude, vulgar, offensive, indecent, especially with the intent to embarrass or humiliate others, is an offense. Vulgar or vulgar. People are rude every day. Rudeness is not a criminal offense. Yeah, it's not a good behavior to be rude. But I've never seen anywhere on earth, including here in the United States where I live, where somebody is prosecuted for being rude, where someone is prosecuted for being vulgar, where someone is prosecuted for being offensive, or where someone is prosecuted for indecent. This bullshit. This is a stupid bullshit to embarrass others. If you don't want to be embarrassed, don't conduct yourself in a manner that you'll be embarrassed. If you are a government official, do not put our country's budget in your pocket and think that nobody will say something about it. So you are pushed. That's stupid. That's one of the stupid part of their act, their online act. Yes. Then they say that one is punishable by up to 2 years imprisonment. I will violate that law every day and every year. All right. Inciting ethnic hatred, division, attempting to provoke ethnic, religious, or tribal hatred through online or offline statements amount to domestic terrorism. Well, they will need to start from themselves. All of them who hold political office in Nigeria, some of them who are traditional rulers in Nigeria are criminals, big time criminals. Okay, you say, I love my Indian song, please. Can you tell me the name of this Indian song? Can you send me a link to it? If you can send me a link, I will play it for you. Or can you email me the link to, if you can email me the link to abavo62 at gmail.com, I'll have access to it and I'll play it right away, please. And the email address is B as in boy, A as in apple, V as in Victor, O as in Oscar, the number 62 at gmail.com. I will play for you. Please send me the link. I know you asked for it yesterday, my friend. I will play it for you. Okay, let me tell you the email address again. A as in apple, B as in boy, A as in apple, V as in Victor, O as in Oscar, the number 62 at gmail.com. If you send it, I'll play it for you. Okay, I'm waiting for you. So it is in your hands. Once you send it to me, I'll play that Indian song for you. All right? Okay, Immoral Tank, Jamaica. Hey, Wagwan, how are you? All right. How are you? And Al Valley, hey, how are you? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys joining. Thank you very much for being a part of this. Yes. And then, okay, the 7th one is inciting ethnic hatred or division, attempting to provoke ethnic, religious, or tribal hatred through online or offline statements amount to domestic terrorism. Yes, inciting ethnic hatred or division, or attempting to provoke ethnic, religious, or tribal hatred through online and offline statement is wrong. I agree with that. I'm in total agreement with that. But that is something that is so common in Nigeria. And that is something that all those, a great number of those who hold political offices, those high-profile private citizens in Nigeria are involved in that crime. So I'm going to have to start with some of those who hide behind religion to massacre our people in Nigeria. And it's happening every day. So it will be interesting to see who they are going to arrest first. If they are going to first arrest anyone, they should start with the fake Sultan in Sokoto, because he has done that so many times. He has made terrible statements. They need to arrest Ahmad Gumi. He has made such very extreme statements. And many people who have said, kill the Igbos, destroy the Igbo race, I hate Igbos and all that. There are many of them, especially from that Fulani north of Nigeria. So I'll be very happy to see them doing that. In all this is bullshit. What Nigeria is looking for is leadership. Nigeria does not have any iota of leadership at any level. Yes, at any level and in all sectors. The country has been so corrupted. The system is so corrupted. They raise hell, breathe down on the people, disrespect the people, disenfranchise them economically and socially. They disenfranchise them politically, that when the people of Nigeria go to vote, their votes don't count. So I think they should start from what makes Nigeria not work before we get to this level. We can deal with some of this nonsense, even though they impact us. But the problem we have, the problem of bad leadership, they went and made these laws. The people who steal money every day, the people who underpay the police, underpay the army, underpay everybody, the people who took the country's money and put them in their pockets, they did not enact any laws that will punish them and punish them severely, so that it will no longer be a culture that people go and stand in position to run for office for the money that they are going to collect. That makes this whole thing nonsense. We want a Nigeria that will work for us. And it will start with the concept of open Nigeria that will guarantee free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunity for all Nigerians to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to their abilities and levels of competency in a non-threatening environment that will foster what? Capacity building, capacity utilization, capacity expansion, capacity extension, and capacity sustainability. And if we have all this, there will be no any need for this. But the people are so idle. Yes, idle in poverty. That is when they have time to do all these other crazy things. And these are what they inspire, because most of these people holding Nigeria hosted are all bigots. Yes, they are hypocrites. Hypocrites will not bring anything. So all these laws they are doing, trying to pass acts, they are passing these acts into laws, acts meant to gag the people, silence them from talking, silence people like us from talking. But unfortunately, we are unassailable. They cannot stop us. We are going to continue to tell our people the truth until they reach that level of consciousness where they can move and then create an exodus that will lead to their freedom and emancipation and the redemption of the country as a whole. They don't want that because they don't want to see the people unite. They know that when the people are united, that they will be put out of business. So all this is about game. All right, like I said, we are all human. My family came from Norway, and I think that we outdate you on slavery. God bless you, brother, from England. Thank you very much, NJ. We appreciate you. All right, so let's go and get this whole thing understood. So if you are from Nigeria, you are from Africa, you are a friend of Nigeria, any Nigerian, share this message with them. And if you are just joining us for the very first time, we make this passionate appeal that you subscribe to our channels and hit the notification button so that when we come online next time and are doing any stream, you'll be one of the very first persons to be notified about our presence and what we are going to be talking about. Again, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you who showed up for this stream. like those who did yesterday and the day before yesterday. It was phenomenal, really phenomenal, phenomenal. I tell you, I felt so good, like I am feeling today, seeing the number of people who are joining today. We appreciate you. So today we are talking about a set of laws or an act that they passed into law in Nigeria. They call it Cyber Protection Act or whatever, something like that. You know, that did not focus on the issue of the moment. Why is Nigeria under assault, under violent assault, on a variety of fronts? We have Boko Haram, terrorist organization, working with ISIS and ISWAP, they call them, in the northeast of Nigeria. And across the country, we have the one they call Fulani bandits, heavily armed with very, very dangerous, illegally acquired firearms that nobody has been able to rein in. The military force or the security forces of Nigeria have become so weak that they cannot do anything. A lot of times, it seems like they actually work with these people. So the armed forces in Nigeria have been compromised. They don't work for the people of Nigeria, yet they work with the bandits and terrorists. And the people are at the mercy of kidnappers, rapists, and robbers. Yes, every day that they go out. They are not addressing that because they are so idle. They want to gag the people. They are coming with all these cybercrime laws that will not work. They did it in the past. They have been trying, looking for one way or the other to make it happen. But every time they bring it, it doesn't work. The laws are not enforceable. The police have been turned into a monster. And even though they don't pay them, we fight for the police. The police in Nigeria, they have been reduced to domestic workers. So when they are assigned to protect some of the elites, what do? They become their gardeners, they become their cooks, they carry bags for their wives to go to the market, they hold umbrellas. How will you be doing that? See, they are not addressing that. The same police that we speak for, the same police we try to protect, the same police we try to raise their consciousness in order to ask for better working conditions. The same are the police that will unleash when the young people of Nigeria stand out to demand for accountability from those who are misleading them. They send the police, they send the soldiers to continue to shoot at them. So this is the kind of Nigeria that we have. Yes, they will not address any of those issues. They will address issues that protect themselves. The Nigerian elite is a very corrupt, wicked, savage, inhumane elite. That is what they do when they find themselves in the corridor of power. They will do everything to protect themselves and protect what they steal from the people of Nigeria. They never want to be held accountable. Yes, but they will never do anything right that will make the people happy, that will make the people proud of their country. They are criminals for the most part. So that is why you see them come up with all these kind of stupid laws that actually are unenforceable. So where on earth will you be passing a law to stop people from being rude? Well, I want to know if there's any. I'm going to have to check into American statute book too to see if there's any law that prohibits people from being rude, because people are rude to me every day. Maybe sometimes I'm rude too. I've never seen any police arresting me or questioning me for being rude, or seen anybody, taken to court because he is rude. It's stupid, and it depicts the foolishness among the Nigerian elites, because they are idle. They don't know what to do with power when they buy them from the poor people who are never served and who live under the worst and inhumane living conditions, and they are not able to ask questions because they have been conditioned to be robots. So this is why we are asking our people, let us ponder. You know that you have a God-given basic human rights, the right to your life, the right to choice, the right to freedom of expression, the right to freedom of association, the right to worship, and the right to self-determination. And on top of that, you have rights as citizens of Nigeria, the right to legally and lawfully live in any part of Nigeria, in line with the Constitution, the provisions of the Constitution of Nigeria. They did not pass a law that prohibit people wanting to kill some people in Nigeria, like they did between 1967 and 1970, when they massacred over 5 million Igbos. They did not protect those people. They jumped on them, and they are still killing them as we speak. They are still destroying them. Yeah, so they don't pass those laws. They don't pass any law that will unite the people of Nigeria. They don't pass any law that will remove separate religion from the state. They don't pass any law that will prohibit the exhibition of obvious tribalism in selecting, in making sure that the very best is serves the country. They don't change the electoral laws that will make criminals who have been investigated, who have had anything to do with crime in the past. They don't screen them out. And as we speak, nearly everybody holding a leadership position in Nigeria is a criminal. Yes, you check their criminal background history. They have terrible history. How can a man who is a president of Nigeria, a man who has sold drugs in Chicago and in Gary, Indiana, why should he have the right of vie to be president of Nigeria? His vice is what? A terrorist with ties to Boko Haram. You see, this is why they are passing all this law. They don't want us to talk about all this. Yes, his vice is a terrorist, mastermind of terrorism with ties to Boko Haram. Known ties. Those who bombed the United Nations building in Nigeria in I think August of 2011. They were arrested in his house. They were arrested in Kashim Shettima's house. So, is that not a bold statement? Nobody told him, did anything. They did not, they knew, everybody knows that he has connection with Boko Haram. When it was time, they pushed him to become vice president of Nigeria. A criminal, a terrorist. All right? The Minister of Defense of Nigeria, Dr. Bello Matawalle, is a mastermind of terrorism. He eats and dines openly with terrorists, armed with AK-47. They do pictures and videos with him inside it. He quartered terrorists for the 8 years he was state governor of Zamfara State. Yes, he gave them a residence, their leadership of banditry. He gave them a place to stay for 8 years that he was governor. They were stealing gold. I'm sure they were sharing the gold that they were stealing, from the gold field that they discovered in Zamfara State, that is not being mined by the government, but mined by rogues, including rogues from China. Yes, the place is militarized. 8 years that he was governor. He quartered them, he gave them a place and was buying them operational vehicles. You know what? Nigeria is Nigeria's defense minister. And you want Nigeria to be safe, you want Nigeria to be secure, and they did not pass any law to that extent. They did not put any law that will investigate him and send him to prison where he belongs. Yes, majority of those who sit on thrones in Nigeria, they are religious extremist, like the one that says he's the Sultan of Sokoto, is a religious bigot, is a hypocrite, and a religious extremist. So they want to shut us up, so we don't want to talk, we should not be talking about that. He is one instigating religious crisis in Nigeria. And if you talk about the banditry that we are talking about, when the bandits murder people in Quantum, you never hear him speak. Atiku, the one who wants to be president of Nigeria, will never speak. Rufai will never speak. Rabi Kwankwaso, you don't see them. Because they are all behind what is taking place. So they want to gag us. That law is dead on arrival. We will violate that law until the people of Nigeria rise up to take their country back. So you Nigerians listening to me, you are not under any obligation to obey any law that does not jive with the laws of morality. Any one that does not connect to moral logic, don't take it. It is an attempt to protect themselves against you. They want to keep you silent. They want to keep you like robots. No government does that. No sane government does that. God gave you the power to express yourself. And you must express yourself, and responsibly too. Yes, especially when you know you are doing the right thing, don't be afraid. Yes, so that is exactly what they are trying to do with these fake laws. They are criminals. They are rogues. Rogues who own oil blocks that are undue to them. Our national asset is not well distributed to benefit the people of Nigeria. These are the people who confiscate our mineral resources reserves. They are the ones in charge of everything. They are the ones that are responsible for no access to education for over 30 million young children in the north of Nigeria. They are the ones who sponsor these bills. This bill is dead on arrival. The only ones that work is one that we already know, including the ones they copied from the United States. Why are they not copying the one that will expand the principle of accountability and transparency? No, they love darkness. They will spend money, they will steal from the people and expect the people not to hold them accountable. That's what they love doing. We are not going to be quiet. We are not going to be quiet. We will continue to speak until the people of Nigeria see reason to rise up and take their country back. Those who hold you down with religion, those who tell you that speaking up is un-Islamic, they are the ones. They are your enemies. They are enemies of Islam too. Those hypocrites who tell you to keep quiet in the name of Jesus, they are liars, they are hypocrites. They do so that you continue to give up your money to them. All right, so you don't rise up and ask them questions. Yes. Know ye that as a human being, God gave you the right to choice. Very sacrosanct. Very sacrosanct. The power of choice that the Almighty God endowed you with. Yes. Nobody can take it from you. They take it from you only if you resign and give it, like most Nigerians have resigned, and then give up their rights to criminals. The criminals that are holding everybody hostage. So we must rise up. We must not listen to them. We must wake up and retake our country. We must put our country in the right hands. We must put our country in the hands without blood on them. We must put our country in the hands of those who love our country, those who love us, those who love our children, those who know the understanding of the continuity of good leadership, those who have strong, good moral content of character, exceptional content and strength of character. That is what is needed to lead any nation. Why is America the way it is? Because America is in the hands of those who truly love their country. Yes. Why is Germany developed? Germany is developed because the country has been in the hands of those who love Germany. Yes. Why is other country on earth developed? Why is United Arab Emirates developing? Are they not Muslims? There are a lot of Muslims there, but they are progressive Muslims. You see how they are developing. Why is Saudi Arabia nearly a heaven on earth? Are they not Muslims? They are Muslims, but they love their country. They put everything into developing their country. They build capacity in their people. Yet their people are not hungry. Their people are not starving. Their people are not killing one another. Yes, their people don't take politicians from there. They don't take money that is meant for Saudi Arabia to bring them into Nigeria to invest. But we steal in Nigeria and take them to everywhere on earth. We don't develop our country. We don't genuinely build capacity in our people. And we want an Eldorado. And then when you come and make these stupid laws, expect me to obey them? No, I will not. I will violate every stupid law that comes out of these criminals. Yes. They are criminals. They hate to be called criminals, but they don't want to repent from their criminality. That is why we are going to take our country away. How can high-profile intellectuals from Nigeria, if scattered all over the place and inside Nigeria, go to sleep? Why some of the most stupid people hijack their country and be loading it out on them? Shame on all of us. Shame on Nigeria's intellectuals who are silent even as their country is being destroyed. Shame on all of us who are quiet, or who keep quiet because they want to go to Nigeria and enjoy those little girls and come back to the United States. Yes, some of us, yeah, because this is what I decided to do. I could have kept quiet, go to Nigeria how many times I like, and or do something different, or flip my message to suit the purpose of those holding the country hostage, and I'll be a billionaire from the money that I will be given from being someone who can speak and connect with the people emotionally through my work. But I refuse. I decided to stay on exile and forget about going to have pleasure in Nigeria. I want to work for the people of Nigeria, to wake them up, sacrifice, take the heat, take the pains. Yes, I am taking it. I would prefer to be with the people than join the system and feed like a fat cat. Yes, I don't want any of them. I don't want no politician as my friend in Nigeria. Heck no. I don't need them. Yes, but some of my compatriots, including some here, they are quiet because they want to continue to go to Nigeria and have fun. Oh, it's a lot of fun in Nigeria. You have fun, you are driving on the raggedy roads. You have fun, there's no electricity in your country. You have fun, there's no hospital that is working in your country. You have fun, the educational system in the country has degraded. You have fun, the worst thing. Let me show you something, the people of the world. There's a state governor in Nigeria, from a state that has about the highest number of intellectuals. The state that has about the highest literacy rate in Nigeria. Their state governor cannot read and write. He cannot comprehend the little that he's able to read and write. I'm going to show you how shameful Nigeria has gotten. Let me show you. A state governor in Nigeria as we speak. A state governor in Nigeria. A state where I used to think that they had the highest number of conscious Nigerians. He cannot read and write. I just did something on him to express my disgust about how badly.
Smart Madua Jaja
Yeah.
Kavina of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite speaks on the extent of moral decadence related to godfatherism in Nigeria.
A lot of funny things happening. This is a Nigerian state governor, Mr. Monday Okbewolo, who can barely read and write. Yes, he is the state governor of Edo State.
Yes. A state governor.
One of the states with the highest level of literacy and with the highest level of intellectuals, led now by a young man who can barely read or write. What is responsible for this? And he's the governor of a state. Wow, Nigeria.
Smart Madua Jaja Kavina
That's the Nigeria we have right now.
speaks on the extent of moral
And you listen, you're a Nigerian. You think that is a sign of progress? Nigeria is marching in reverse gear on all fronts. There's no one area in Nigeria that is progress. Yes. This is how sad. So you imagine this man. He's a governor. Obviously, the reason he cannot read and write is because perhaps he's a victim of a bad teacher. All right? And you know the consequences of being taught by a bad teacher. If care is not taken, it becomes a lifelong problem. This young man, I don't think he's anything less than 40, 45 into 50. Now he has this problem. He's the governor of a state. He makes educational policies, especially in a country where people want to keep their jobs, where people cannot stand up to a governor to tell him, hey, this direction is wrong. People are so scared of even giving professional opinions. Why? They don't want to lose their contracts and they don't want to lose their jobs. So anything this fool will say will stand as a policy. And you have your children in a school under his jurisdiction. Well, what do you think their fate will be? They'll be educated into hell. And this is exactly a big problem in Nigeria right now. 2 generations of Nigerians have been destroyed. If you get close to a typical Nigerian youth, hear him express himself. I am not talking about a proficiency in speaking English. I'm talking about what comes out from their mind. You will see some of them get so angry because they are not able to express themselves and they get violent. But you know, if you are able to express yourself, you don't get violent so easily. They are frustrated. So you imagine children with this man as their governor making some critical educational policies. God have mercy on Nigeria. Seriously, God have mercy on Nigeria. This is how sad things are with that country. The country needs a legion of rescue workers on all fronts, in all sectors, to change things around for the country. It is beyond politics. It's a national duty. But the people are not taking it with that sense of responsibility That is why we are where we are. Some people think it will go away on its own. They don't understand the generational consequences of a foundational mistake. That is why Nigeria is suffering. The foundational disaster that started in 1960. That is why good people can't lead Nigeria. It's not because we don't have enough good people. We have more than enough. We have an array of them. You see them outside Nigeria. You see how Nigerians perform. You see them in medicine. You see them in nursing. You see them in engineering. You see them in science and technology. You see them in all sectors. They do good. But when they go to Nigeria, they are like fish out of the water. The system rejects them because the system is primed for only bad people to thrive. The system is primed for only criminals to thrive. The system is made for rogues to be leaders. And then when rogues are leaders of a country, tell me what kind of progress that country will make. That country will never make any progress. That is the reason Nigeria has been stuck for 64, going to 65 years. What saves Nigeria is the individual things that we do. But when we can put it together through leadership. When we are talking about leadership for Nigeria, some people will be telling you about the North and the South. Some will tell you about Muslim, Islam, and Christianity. Where you have those things competing, no progress can be made because the best will never come. When you tell me that 4 years ago, it was the turn of the south of Nigeria, and then the next 4 years is going to be the turn of the north, what do you get? You get mediocre leadership. You get leadership that is not accepted by the whole of the country because they did not elect him. You get this zonal leadership that will come with the mentality of ruling the country from the prism of his tribe or from his region. That is what Nigeria has suffered with 10 heads of state from the north, especially with the emphasis from the Fulani north of Nigeria. Yes, elitist Fulani north. Yes, 10 of our heads of states, 10 out of 13 Nigerian leaders from that particular tribe. They come with the mindset of their tribe. They come with the mindset of religion, even though they are hypocrites, even though they are corrupt. And even though that 90% of the poor people in Nigeria come from that part of Nigeria. Yes. And they always want to be in charge. They don't want to be second in command. They want to take charge. And they have continuously wrecked the country for 64 years. So imagine a country led like that. Even up to now, they are still talking about that. That the North will take it now, the South will take it the next 4 years. And this is a country that has some of the best heads on earth. So isn't it time we thought that the intelligence ability will begin to take precedence? We serialize them from one intelligent, one smart, one capable, one competent leader to the other, regardless of where he or she comes from, and regardless of what religion he is from. No. Those who do not want the good of Nigeria will always want to continue to highlight and for us to perpetuate this retardation of our country. And I've always told them, Barack Obama and Joe Biden, they were from the same part of the United States. Americans that we say we copied their democracy, they did not raise hell that someone needed to come from the South. All right? Al Gore and Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was from Arkansas. Al Gore was from Tennessee. Tennessee and Arkansas are next door neighbors. They share boundaries. They were president and vice president respectively for 8 years. In the United States, America did not go down because America was looking for the best that they could produce from those people. Yes, but in Nigeria, it's darkness. Darkness is what we like. At this age, people are talking about Christian and Muslim ticket. Muslim ticket. They are not talking about Nigerian ticket. They are not talking about ability and competency ticket. They are talking about Christian and Muslim. They are talking about North and South. It makes you want to think that Nigerians are retarded people who cannot think, who cannot solve problems. Yes, we inherited a disaster of a mistake. But what citizens do, good citizens do, is to solve problems. But we have for 64 years demonstrated that we are incapable of solving problems. All we are capable of doing is creating more problems, passing stupid laws that will gag those who want the best for the country. That is what this law is about. That is what everything about Nigeria has been about. Who is going to wake them up? They don't listen to variant views like this, progressive variant views like I'm expressing. To them, it doesn't make sense. How can you see a Nigerian PhD who is reasoning like a kindergarten, who still tell me about Islam and Christianity as yardsticks for choosing our leaders? Who will tell me about North and South? Who will tell me about Fulani and Yorubas as yardsticks for choosing leadership? Especially a leadership for a country that is supposed to be one. Our independence in Nigeria was premised on one Nigeria, one indivisible Nigeria. The independence we were granted was not given to the North or to the South, but the elements in the North, the elements, mostly Fulani elites who do not want the country to work, will always highlight this not thing. They are the wheels. They are the clogs in the wheel of Nigeria's progress. And they are the people we must overcome. And they come from a minority tribe. Nigerians, are you listening to me? Nigerians from the east, west, north, and south. How come 250 million Nigerians is manipulated by a few elites from a minority ethnic group in the country? Something is wrong with all of us. With this, I come to the close of this, and I want to thank all of you who joined me in this stream. And and if you have not truly subscribed, please give us a subscription. And if you want to deepen our relationship with us, so you can be accessible to, you have access to exclusive materials reserved, for our members. Please join our membership, and we very much appreciate you, and always, support us with the super thanks, of any amount that you can afford to help expand our work and, take our message further. And I tell you every time you come here, we are an organic movement in working to inspire global peace through justice. Global peace, global security, and global stability. We love all races. We don't hate anybody. And we believe that there's one race, that's the human race. Even though some people, man created white, black, Chinese, or whatever, what we see. And we don't tolerate, any racial discrimination and stuff like that. So when we see that, we're going to frown, we're going to address it, we're going to talk about it, and we look forward again and again. You don't have to actually 100% agree with us, agree with everything that we teach here, but still we need your presence here in order for us to have a balanced community, a balanced relationship, a balanced conversation every time we come here. I can't immediately read all the messages here because I'm pressed for time. I have something else to go and present somewhere, but I'm hoping that in our next broadcast, I'm going to be more relaxed and I'm going to spend a lot more time than I'm doing right here, so we can talk and cross-fertilize ideas about everything, including from Nigeria, Africa, here in the United States, and around the world. Remember that you, regardless of your country of origin, if there's any issue in your country that you want us to talk about, we more than gladly, be available to talking about them with you. And if you want to appear on camera, on video, to express yourself about anything, please, you know that you have our support. And we don't charge money for anybody who comes to want to express himself through our medium. No, we don't. But we appreciate any person who can donate anything for us to expand our message. This is what we represent. Thank you very much, and much love from me. I love you guys, and have a great, great week ahead of you. Bye for now. And my name is Smart Mado Ajaja. I am the CEO of ONN and the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite. Bye for now. Much love.